The fresh poltergeists of Bel Air, reduce, reuse, recycle military secrets, and 407 wax balls makes a melty Lincoln on today's episode of 1, 2, 3 Jokes!
Welcome everybody to 1, 2, 3 Jokes, the competitive comedy podcast where we take 3 stories from the news, write 3 jokes about each story, and compete for who's written the funniest jokes. My name is Jeremy Martinez.
My name is Ricardo Leone.
I am Bob Timmons.
I'm Carly Kastner.
And my name is Sarah Smeh.
Sarah Smeh, welcome.
Our guest for today.
Our guest, ooh, I like what you did there.
Yeah, we'll edit that so that it's close real nice.
Do it again.
Welcome, Sarah. She will be news reading. Is that a verb that people, news reading? She'll be reading the news.
Yeah. The hardest, most important job on this show, by the way. And today I will be Amanda Kerberg. I will be judging.
Your news reading.
I will be judging. The only thing I won't be judging is the news reading, but I will be judging the jokes today. Our regular judge, Amanda Kerberg, is out of town, so I am going to sloppily take her place. And unfortunately, our normal producer, Vanessa, is also out of town, so Rick is double dutying it. As normal double duties, but this is different this week.
He's going to be sloppily double dutying over there.
There's news reading and there's double dutying.
Yeah.
Both happening on this show today.
Yeah. So, Sarah, welcome to the show. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, thank you for having me. So my name is Sarah. I'm 25 years old. I'm a graduate student at ASU. I study immunology, but I'm quickly learning that the sciences are not for me. I have not enjoyed working in a lab behind fluorescent lights in a desk with no windows.
And she knows the real money is in podcasting.
Oh, yes.
Which is
and I can't deny the call to the silver screen. So I'm here and I'm testing the waters to see.
You hear that, YouTube? You're silver now.
Sick of those bright lights in the lab.
Screen.
Yeah.
It's the bronze screen. See, I'm learning new things. It's switching from one profession to the next. See, I'm in my infancy.
Well, we can't wait to kickstart your career here by getting into round 1.
All right. Will Smith reveals scary reason for early checkout from London hotel in an appearance on The Tonight Show. The actor described what led to an emergency checkout while playing a game of true confessions with his Bad Boys Ride or Die co-star Martin Lawrence and host Jimmy Fallon. This was probably 27 years ago, Smith recalled. The ghost urinated in my friend's toilet and cleared all of his messages from his phone. Smith then revealed that his encounter with the apparition occurred at the Lanesborough, a 5-star hotel near London's Hyde Park. We didn't hear it talk, so we assumed it was British, but it was scary enough for us to check out of the hotel, Smith said. Do you believe in ghosts? Fallon asked. I believe there are things that you don't understand, Jimmy, Smith replied.
Yeah, you stupid fuck.
Yeah, did he say it like that? Is like, I think there are things that you don't understand. Let's see. Who would like to go first?
All right. Well, Sarah, you've just met us, but you're going to pick who goes first this round.
Well, I think it's only right. Ladies first.
Oh, I will not be telling jokes this episode.
Okay, then let's...
we don't let women write on this show.
But yeah, women aren't allowed to be funny on this show.
Let's start that again.
They
All
just
right.
are funny.
So you just said it.
Okay.
All right. Let's start with...
Go. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh.
Whoa.
Can I start that again?
You guys are
All right.
synchronicity.
Sorry, we rehearsed that before and I fucked it up. So, all right, I'll go first.
Okay.
You know, it's not unusual for ghosts to go number 1.
Stupid.
Why the Tom Jones song?
Because Carlton.
But
Of course, I'm so stupid.
don't worry, he'll be judged for this later.
Yeah. All right, Rick, you want to go next?
Oh, yeah. Wait. Whoops. Okay. Now, this is a story all about how my life got turned right upside down. I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how an apparition appeared from thin air.
Oh.
Why would you do the Fresh Prince theme song?
I was haunted in a house.
Yeah, why did you do that song?
Haunted in a house.
Oh, okay. I like
Why did you do that song? This story is about Alfonso Ribeiro. They cut out the part of the interview where he reacts to a slap and a disembodied voice says, "Keep my name out your bloody mouth."
There's a ghost in here. I just felt a warm spot.
Ew.
It's in the bed. It's under your dick.
Is
It's
it
under
pissing on
your-
you right now?
Ooh.
Now, if anyone didn't hear, Jeremy said it's under your dick.
Ew. Jeremy.
Well, he was in the room with his friend, And actually, go ahead, Rick. You're next.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. England, I know you drive on the wrong side of the road, but Will Smith fights aliens, not ghosts. You're ruining my childhood.
It was actually his friend who heard the ghost. Will was very upset that he didn't experience anything. He even teared up and said, "How come he don't haunt me, man?"
Jesus.
What is that?
Cut.
That's from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Cuts.
These are all from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, okay, everyone?
Like when his dad says, why doesn't he love me or something?
How come he don't want me, man? I changed the word "want" to "haunt."
I got
That
it.
was
see what
good.
I did
That
there,
was good.
Sarah?
That's
Yeah,
the brilliance
I do.
of it.
You won't get that in immunology.
No, I won't. I'm very glad I'm getting it here, though.
You also won't get that because you're 20 years younger than us.
Right,
So-
right. Thankfully, I do know what scene you're talking about, though. They put it all over TikTok and Instagram Reels.
Yeah, you would know it from TikTok.
Yeah.
Okay, so it wasn't a ghost. Okay. But my friend was in his room all night after drinking a ton. So you tell me who peed in his toilet.
Peed in his toilet.
There's like a buzz.
All good?
We're good?
I don't hear it.
All right.
All right, where'd we leave off?
I think it's me.
Someone said peep in the toilet. Pee pee in the toilet.
Yeah, that's what they said.
All right.
Not a good sign. She doesn't know who said that
Yeah,
joke.
Bob said it. Bob said pee pee in the toilet. Must have been someone else who pee peed in my toilet.
May I please go, or you want to keep talking pee-pee talk, man?
He needs to
I
go.
have a choice.
Will wants his money back. He's a Marriott Rewards member. Will wants his money back.
God.
Or a free stay in September.
Stupid.
That buzz is back.
I think it's the record industry.
It's bad.
No, I think it's another member of the show. It's the
Yeah.
ghost. It's opposing very as loud as it can.
No.
Wait, I'm sorry. Rick, what were you saying? Will wants his what back?
His money
His
back.
money
Money
back.
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 Can you hear Carly?
I don't-
I'm trying to. I was trying to process what that was a parody of. It took me a minute to even figure it
The
out.
Men in Black.
Yeah, I didn't understand why you referenced the song from that Tommy Lee Jones movie.
That was the Tommy Lee Jones movie.
Moving on.
Well, this doesn't surprise me that he's seeing ghosts. I mean, I saw the Oscars. He's obviously very sensitive.
All right.
Do you see what I did? I replaced the word sensitive with sensitive.
Carly, as our judge for today.
Oh, wait, Carly, before you start, our judge has sent you a note.
Great job.
1 second. Yeah. 1 second. 1 second. Wrong one.
More editing.
All right. So she says, she wrote a quick limerick for the judge. If you're wanting to judge with care, there's one way to be fair. Let Bob and Rick flop, put Jeremy on top. Help, it's Amanda, I've been kidnapped.
Okay, well,
Now, does that help you in any way?
She's been kidnapped by Vanessa.
honestly, Amanda's getting a point for this round because that was gorgeous. I loved it so much. So, Amanda, you're on the board with 1 point. Gorgeous limerick, so true. Jeremy, please let Amanda free. If you win this episode, will you agree to release Amanda?
Hey, it's not me. It must have been a ghost.
Okay. I'm sorry, Amanda. I think you're going to be a prisoner forever. I'll start with Jeremy. I'm going to use the Amanda method and just assign a point value to each joke individually. I do like that.
Are you maximum 3 points?
Yeah, max threes. So I liked your slap reference, the first joke, because that's the most recent Will Smith thing going on. So I'll give you 3 points for that.
Oh.
How come he don't haunt me?
That one, I
That's a 2.
I'll give it up to that one. I'll give it up.
It was fine. It was a 2. There's so many other Will Smith references you could have
Give that one a 3. Make the other one a 2.
No,
And hey.
no.
Make them both 3s.
But you referenced the slap thing twice. You referenced it again in the third joke.
It was a very traumatic experience.
Okay, I understand, but like again,
It was a
Will
big
Smith
moment of my life.
Has one of the most lucrative movie careers of any actor in the world.
Yeah.
So many references,
Yep.
so many pop culture
I know, but that
moments.
slap just overshadowed.
You get a 1 for
everything.
the last joke. I guess like 2 Oscar jokes. I don't think so. All right, Bob.
Yeah.
Let's see. Unusual for ghosts to go number 1.
It's not unusual.
Oh, it's not unusual.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, I liked it, but it
3 points.
it
That's
was
all I
Will
need to hear.
Smith adjacent. It wasn't Will Smith, so I'm giving you 2 points for that. The warm spot. Yeah, I liked that one. I'll give
what
you
a
3
freak.
for that. A peep in the toilet. I don't really remember what the joke was. Oh, maybe someone else must have gone and peeped in.
No, the joke was his friend peed in his own toilet.
Yeah. All right. His friend probably did pee in his own toilet, so I'll give you 3 points for that.
What? Because you solved the case.
Well, I am a judge, and I want to make sure people are prosecuted effectively. All right, Rick. You did a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song, which always is going to win my heart. So that's a
Shit.
3.
All right, I got to change some jokes.
A wrong side of the road. Something about the wrong side of the road. I don't know. I didn't like that joke. I'm going to
England drives on the wrong side of the road, and they ruined my childhood because Will Smith is not a ghost guy; he's an alien guy. Independence Day, Men in Black.
It's not a bad joke, but I thought this setup was lazy.
it's a bad
So
joke.
I'm going to say it was a 1. It was a 1.
That-
And then, we'll want this money back. And you did it in the man falsetto voice. So you're going to get 3 because you know I love a good song parody.
Shit.
So Jeremy is ending this round with 6 points. Let's see. Bob is ending the round with 6, 7, 8 points. And Rick is ending the round with 7 points. And of course, the bonus point went to Amanda for having the best limerick. So Amanda's on the board with 1 point. All right, so it looks like Bob is in the lead heading into round 2.
And Sarah, are there any references that you'd like explained as a... Are
You know
good?
what? There were definitely more than a few that I was scratching my head for, and internally.
Wait, here's a question. Wait, am I allowed to ask? Can I ask how old you are?
Yes, I'm 25.
Okay. Okay. What do you, in your experience with Will Smith, what is he most famous for in your eyes?
Fresh Prince. I watched Independence Day.
Oscar slap.
Yeah, yes, that is huge for my generation, or the one
right.
below it, right below it.
targeting the demographic,
Yes,
Carly.
yes.
Okay, round 2.
Chinese military buff somehow buys 4 books of military secrets for under $1.
What?
In a social media post, China's Ministry of State Security praised the retired man, identified only by his family name,
Zheng.
Zheng.
Zhang. Zhang. Okay. Zhang for calling a hotline to report the incident. Mr. Zhang thought to himself that he had bought the country's military secrets and brought them home, the post reads. But if someone with ulterior motives were to buy them, the consequences would be unimaginable. The post describes Zhang as a former employee of a state-owned company who likes to collect military newspapers and periodicals. It says he found 2 bags of new books at the recycling station and paid 6 yuan, about 85 cents, for 4 of them. After an investigation, they found that 2 military employees charged with shredding more than 200 books instead got rid of them by selling them to a recycling center as paper waste. 30 kilograms, about 65 pounds, in all, for about 20 yuan, which is $2.75. The agents seized the books, and the military has closed loopholes in the handling of such material, the post says. Wow.
Interesting.
Right.
And I'm not sure when I wrote these jokes last night, I understood the story.
Ooh.
It was late and I was tired.
Ooh,
But
I
we'll
wonder-
see.
I wonder what you thought it was about.
I don't know. I think I was getting confused as to who did what and what was wrong.
Yeah, this is a weird story. I agree. I'm not even sure exactly who did what.
Yeah.
So I'll judge your jokes according to the fact that I'm not sure what's going on.
All right, 3 points.
Do we get extra points if we help lead you to what?
If I can figure out what actually happened by the end of your jokes, you all get a bonus.
Well, she gets more. We get more points by helping her solve the case. We already established
remember
that.
about the case, Ricky? The case, remember?
All right, I'll go.
Yeah.
The book contained knowledge from the greatest military mind ever, and now we all know the secret to your General Tsao recipe.
General Tsao?
Exactly.
Generals. Okay. These dumb Chinese officials, am I right? If they were smart, they'd do what Americans do. We recycle our state secrets by sending it out with all our other recyclables to China and... no.
Jeremy, where's your camera?
I can't look at my camera right now.
Where's
I've got
your
a lot on
camera,
my
Jeremy?
mind.
Oh, no. You would think it'd be somewhere in front of me, but it's way over there.
Do you know what the Chinese government does to people who let secrets slip? I do know after a recent eBay purchase.
I think I'm getting it.
Oh, it sounds like points for me then.
I think I'm
damn
getting it. Yeah, I think I know what's happening.
Sun Tzu taught that if your opponent positions his forces on the higher ground, you're screwed. Just try to liquidate anything you got. You'd be surprised how much your enemy will pay for all your bullets.
Jeremy?
Laugh. Go ahead.
So Chinese state secrets get recycled into cereal boxes. And that's why the puzzle on the back of the Frosted Flakes is to help Tony the Tiger decipher the Chinese nuclear codes. Untangle the...
Sarah, you don't have to stifle your laugh. You can laugh.
Well, that is something I am familiar with the
Tony the Tiger.
Yes,
Chinese
I
nuclear
do
flakes.
know that. I do know that reference because I do remember seeing the little things on the back of the cereal box.
I'm glad cereal's still around
So-
since the late 80s,
Y'all got
early 90s.
You still got cereal?
You'll still eat cereal.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah, it's like shredded wood chips now. though.
I remember when I was a kid, I ate cereal up the mountain and down the mountain.
I prefer
What's
frosted shredded wood chips.
Yes, definitely. Frosted with a nice coat of sugar.
I like good old-fashioned quality American secrets, not this cheap Chinese shit.
Temu secrets. Like knockoff.
Got it on AliExpress.
Yeah.
Yes.
Knockoff American secrets.
These secrets broke after 3 minutes.
My secrets say ICA. Come on, it's CIA.
Yeah, they spelled secrets wrong.
All right. This is really hard to do all of this at once. These were military documents, but they didn't reveal any Chinese secrets. They just contained the moves to every TikTok dance.
Ooh, that's a good cheat code. In a book. Just the perfect way to teach the youth the TikTok dances. Read a book.
Looking at that book like, okay, so like this.
A heart formation with the hands. Okay. The agents seized the books, and the military has closed loopholes in the handling of such material. In other words, Zhang was found dead this morning. Official cause of death, closed loopholes.
First, they gave him the loopholes.
He had these loopholes in him, but we found him.
Yeah. Cracked the case. Someone closed his loopholes.
This would make for a funny sitcom episode. I mean, if you take away that part where those two guys who screwed up get taken to a secret labor camp and never see their families again, then it would be pretty funny.
Okay.
Does that do it for the jokes in round two?
Big Zhang theory.
Jeremy! That was so cute. I'm giving him an extra point for saying that. I didn't do too much. Just a red little one there.
I agree. Too much. Carly.
Moo.
Well, I think that you guys, Amanda might be released soon because Jeremy did really well that round. So let's start with Jeremy again. I liked sending to a Chinese recycling plant when the Americans send their stuff to the China. Oh no! Oops!
Yeah.
I can't believe I did it. 3 points for that. The cereal boxes, Tony the Tiger, nuclear cheat codes. It was fine.
It's a big hit with the 18 to 25.
Well, maybe the 18 to 25s should be judging this show because right now you're not hitting it with the late millennial crowd. So I'm going to give you 2 points for that one. But I really liked Zhang dying of closed loopholes, so that one gets a 3. Rick, I loved your General Tsao joke. You're going to get 3 for that.
I'm going to want it at like an hour later.
Want to hear it again?
It's much better when the joke congeals. The Sun Tzu liquidation joke, a 2. It's a 2. TikTok.
A little bit above your head, maybe.
No, it's just stupid. So I can give it a 1 if you'd prefer, baby. And I mean that in the rude way. And then the TikTok dancing, I don't know. Reading that from a book sounds stupid. That's a 2.
The joke. That's the concept is not. I'm not.
She wouldn't buy that book, Rick. That's a dumb idea.
It didn't help me understand the story any better, so that was a 2. Bob, your eBay purchase joke was good. I gave that a 3. Your American Secrets.
Yeah.
What was that joke again?
Well, those secrets sold for very cheap, so it's cheap Chinese secrets.
I liked it a ton, so I gave it a 3. I remember at the time really liking it. But now I can't remember what the joke was.
Hey, I'll take
And
it.
then secret labor camps. I don't know. I didn't love that. I give that a 2. So
Harsh reality.
Bob is ending the round with another 8 points. Oops, I just write down stuff. Oh, that's not gonna work. Hold on. Now I gotta flip back and forth.
Pause.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Okay, Rick, you're ending the round with 7 points. And then Jeremy, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points for the round. What are you doing?
Yeah, what's
Oh, that's so smart. Jeremy just came up at, you know what? You're getting a point for helping me solve another mystery. Another mystery solved.
I'm on the case.
Listeners, I had just a flat piece of paper on a table with a tablecloth, and every time I touched the paper with my pen, it poked a hole in the paper. But Jeremy figured out a way to make it stop doing
This
that.
is aggravating.
I'm not really going to give him
Just-
a point
just
for that.
get
All right,
on with it.
Jeremy's ending round 2 with 15 points. Rick is ending round 2 with 14 points. Bob's ending round 2 with 16 points. Amanda, you have some catching up to do. You still have 1 point.
Did you give a bonus point of the round?
I did. I gave it to you, Jeremy. That's why you have that extra point.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to hear it again.
Yeah. Remember about something you said?
Okay, great.
Take it away for wanting it too bad.
So bad.
No, I can't. Because
Negative thirsty points.
Jeremy's not even winning, and I need Amanda to be released at some point. So, all right. Bob is in the lead, and the slight lead heading into round 3, where anything can happen.
Abe Lincoln wax statue's head melts off. A 6-foot-tall wax replica of the 16th president created by an artist, Sandy Williams, the fourth. Sandy Williams the fourth was installed in February in Northwest Washington. Although Williams insisted that the public art piece was always meant to melt, it was installed under shady trees so that it could survive the summer. But thanks to the temperature topping 100 degrees over the weekend, Lincoln's head got a little too gooey for comfort. So it was removed and stored for safekeeping, with plans to reattach it later. Even before Lincoln's head melted off, the statue began to droop backwards, making it appear like the former president was exhausted and slouching back in his seat.
Too soon.
Huh?
Too soon.
For what?
For what?
Well, certainly not for Jeremy to say his joke and get this round started.
Yeah, too late. Okay. 407 degrees cooler, am I right? What the fuck have you guys done to the planet?
I almost did that exact thing for the intro, and then I thought, no, the 7 degrees cooler thing is stupid.
So that's a 3?
Yeah.
Oops. My phone's about to die.
Oh, no.
Even though the figure was installed under a shady tree, the branches were cut short by a careless landscaper by the name of John Wilkes Booth VIII.
Yeah, kids.
And they had kids.
Climate change claims another one of nature. Fucking fuck. Climate change claims another one of Earth's natural beauties.
City officials publicly lamented the melting A, but privately they didn't really like receiving a wax Lincoln from the artist. Too impersonal. They would have rather gotten like a gift card or something.
I didn't get that joke.
That's all right.
Was
We need to
it bad?
pass it
Should I
around.
just give him a 1?
These are all going to be pretty bad.
Okay. I'll just write down a 1.
Strangely enough, despite the concerns for the Abe Lincoln statue, nothing has been done for the neglected wax figures of prominent black people all across this country.
They keep up the wax of Robert E. Lee.
Yeah.
Anyways,
He's not. That's
moving
a 1.
on.
I don't get that one either.
That's all right.
I'm sick of politics as usual. Let's get Guy into the White House.
ghee?
Like the butter?
like
Butter?
Butter substitute.
Okay. Yeah, we need to get this one
my
over.
God, let's get this over with. Yeah, haha, okay. Yeah, wax Abe Lincoln's head is melting off, but it's nothing to get your brains shot out over, guys.
Ugh, too soon.
These are bad.
Too soon?
These are all bad. Did you know that Lincoln had a secretary named Kennedy, and Kennedy had a secretary with a wax head that melted? All right. Rick.
I loved it.
I don't get that either.
It's a
Matter. It doesn't matter. Let's
All right,
get this
1
round
point.
over.
That's fine. 1 point.
hey folks. Oh, this is supposed to be Joe Biden. Hey folks, this year. Oh wait,
Jesus Christ.
Joe Biden has sunglasses.
Let's go.
Hey folks, this
Brandon.
year I'll be bucking tradition. I won't be pardoning a turkey. We're gonna eat it and to heal this country, and we're gonna use Lincoln's head for the seasoning.
All right. Fuck Joe Biden.
No,
All right.
it's
Version
all
of Joe
right.
Biden.
It's not a anti-Joe Biden.
New version of Butterball.
No, I mean, fuck you is what I mean. Fuck that Joe Biden.
Thank you, Sarah, for your support.
Carly Kastner.
Yeah.
That does it for this episode. Who is
Yeah.
our winner?
Well, let me just tell you something. That was a terrible round for everyone.
Bad story.
The first like wave of jokes was good. Everyone got
We never
a
got the
3.
first one out.
Everyone got 1 good joke out. You all got a 3. Every other joke, like I'm not even gonna recap them because they were terrible, and everyone got 1s for all the other jokes.
They were terrible, but also you didn't understand a lot.
Yeah,
I'm
there
just
was-
Well, I think that's also because
those
they were terrible.
Two things are true.
Two can be true at once. They were bad, and I didn't understand them because they were bad. Which means if everyone tied in the final round, Bob was winning going into round 3, which makes Bob our winner for the episode. Yay!
Wow.
Congratulations, Bob Timmons. You are the ultimate winner. I can do.
Ultimate.
Six Semper Tyrannis.
I can do a final calculation. Everyone got 5 more points. So Jeremy ended with 20, Rick
Okay.
ended with 19, and Bob ended with 21.
And Amanda.
And Amanda ended with 1 point, so she was in it until the very end.
I would say
Just like Jeremy's trunk.
I would say it was a very slow 2 weeks of news. Like there was not really anything to pick from.
Well, I guess Bob Timmons benefits from that. So congratulations, Bob Timmons.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job, Bob.
Congratulations, Bob Timmons.
Now, Sarah, we're going to talk to you a little bit more, but first we're going to go to Carly Kastner and see if she has any burning questions.
Oh, yeah. I got a question for you. None of these questions matter. Life is meaningless. But I'm going to ask it anyway. So here's my burning question. Super simple. I know we've been talking about Will Smith this whole
So
episode.
Lincoln had a secretary named Kennedy, and then President Kennedy had a secretary that went by the name of Lincoln.
I did not know that. Why didn't you just
I
explain
didn't know
that
that.
earlier?
It's
You had
just
to look it up?
it's one of these well-known like coincidences that Lincoln and Kennedy share.
Okay.
All right. You know what? I'm not going to make this about Will Smith. Let's take it back to the second story about the guy finding more secrets in recycling.
Okay.
Have you guys ever thrown
Betrayed your country.
Have you guys no? Yeah. Tell us your secrets.
Well, I wasn't gonna say, but since I'm publicly on the internet, might as well tell
Okay,
you.
here's my question. You can answer one of the two or both. Have you ever thrown something away and then regretted it? Or is there anything that you've found like at like a Goodwill or like a library or something where you're like, oh my God, this is like amazing. I can't believe someone threw this away.
Well, I don't know if it counts as throwing it away at the Goodwill, but I found some nice shoes. And I guess I don't regret throwing anything away because I can't remember anything that I've thrown away.
So my dad is a hoarder, like an actual like clinical hoarder, not just one of those people where you say like he saves a lot of stuff. Like
Really?
like you can't really get into his house.
How many flat cats are currently in his house?
I don't know what that is.
Well, they get crushed by the mess.
See, Lincoln had a secretary named Flat Cat.
Okay, that's stupid. So I'm sorry. I didn't know. Rick, what are you doing?
It's fixing the focus, like in a way that it wouldn't be distracting. For
Speaking of focus.
What?
Yeah.
Someone say cat. No, but my dad is a hoarder, and I ask him all the time, like, why don't you get rid of this? Like, you don't need random like scraps of wood, or like 10 dressers in your garage that are outdated you'll never use. And he always thinks like someday he'll use it. And then like one time he used one thing that he knew he had in his garage, and that's like the motivation that keeps his hoarding
That
going.
proved him right.
Yeah. But it's like
It was a full ATM machine, and it just spit out money.
Well, my point to him was like,
I've got so many ATM machines in the
the
garage.
thing is 20 years old, and to buy a new one of whatever he saved would have cost him like $5. So essentially he saved $5 by completely like cluttering his home and living in a nightmare.
Yeah. I would say when I was about 4 years old, maybe 5, I had a large, like this tall, 30-inch tall plush Big Bird. And it was huge. It's my best buddy, and stuff like that. And so,
All the way through high school.
all the way through high school. He's going to be the best man at my wedding.
Weren't you guys friends with Jeremy in high school? Rick and Bob?
Not best friends.
Not the way Big Bird was.
No. Anyways, so we decided to have a yard sale. And Mom asked me, hey, gather up all your old toys, things you don't want to play with anymore, because we're going to have a yard sale. And I put Big Bird in the pile. She's like, what are you talking about? Like,
Jeremy, no.
what are you doing? I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be going to school soon. I'm a big boy. I can let it go. And so
That's not how you talked.
Yeah.
I was like, listen.
I'm a big boy now.
Listen here, mama.
Listen, toots.
And so then like the next day or whatever, actually someone came over to give us haircuts, and she saw our pile of garage sale stuff. She's like, oh, what about the Big Bird? And my mom's like, yeah, he wants to sell it. He doesn't want it anymore. So she bought it that night for like, I don't know, $3 or something like that.
She bought your best friend for $3.
I cried myself to sleep that night.
Oh, Jeremy.
And every night since.
I thought that was going to maybe have like a happy ending.
It does have a happy ending because last year Vanessa found one on eBay and she got it for me.
That's
My
very
fiance.
Sweet.
No way.
Well, I think that's enabling a condition.
Oh my goodness.
And you know what? And you know what? I sold it the next day for $5.
Oh, you made a profit. That's right.
My
You made it
eyebrow.
proud.
Cried myself to sleep again.
Reawaken the
How did I do it
childhood trauma.
again?
I have a condition.
He'll never learn.
And then you went, Vanessa, I have something to ask you.
I did boo-boo.
No, not that kind.
Listen here, Toots.
I'm an anti-hoarder. I will not keep anything.
We want to thank you.
No,
all.
before we...
Yes.
That's not your call to make. Anyone else have a...
Sarah?
Gosh, I definitely have like regretted throwing so many things away. My dad is also a hoarder, so I
Wow.
have like that's like ingrained like childhood trauma to where it's like, oh, I don't want to throw that away. What if I need it? But I don't remember anything throwing away that really hurt me. But I think something that I found, maybe like a throwaway item at Goodwill, I found like a $150 dress with like tags on it
Ooh.
at Goodwill, and it was being sold for like $10. I was like,
What a steal.
I was like, okay.
No, she paid for it.
Yep. Yes, I want to clarify. I did pay for it. I may be brown, but I still do.
Are you brown?
No offense.
Cut that out.
Our new segment.
I am. Are you? Yes, I'm Indian.
Oh,
Yeah.
where does Smeh come from?
My dad is German. So
Oh, okay.
Comes from
And that's
Europe.
white, right?
Yeah, so he kind of conquered the brown, and that's why I'm half and half.
Episode title, Conquer the Brown.
You know what's interesting is my dad is German, and he's also a hoarder, and I really do think it is
Oh.
a German thing.
No,
I
it
swear
is.
to God. So my dad's parents were Holocaust survivors. So they came over here during World War II, and my grandma never got rid of anything. And I used to ask her, like, why do you have so many cups and things? And her response was, because if the Nazis come back, and I'm like, but if the Nazis come back, they're going to take all your stuff. Like, I don't get it. It was like
Oh, the cabinet's for us.
she was trauma.
It's real trauma. It's
was
real
a
trauma that's
trauma.
ingrained.
Generational.
It really, really is.
Yeah. I
So-
think I've broken the
Yeah.
loop.
So have I. And I feel like really like
Yeah.
it's like, wow, we've come a long way.
Oh, you hear that, Nazis?
Yeah, take that, you Nazis.
Take that. Yeah, you're not coming for us this time.
Yeah.
You
I've
can't
got-
have my 3 dishes.
Took 3 generations, Nazis, but we got clear hallways.
Okay, I guess we'll just exterminate you then.
We want to thank you for joining us today.
I do have one more story.
3 jokes.
Jeremiah, go ahead.
Are you going to tell that Big Bird story again like you've already told on this show?
No.
Rick,
Have I
you're-
told it before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before,
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm sorry. I never have heard that.
He has told it.
He has told.
Yeah, but it's got to be at least 300 episodes because I've never heard
No,
that story.
it's not.
It's like 20 episodes ago.
You just weren't paying attention.
Well, I paid attention this time, Jeremy, and I heard you.
Now, what else do you
I
have
think
to say?
I think back then you didn't get the reference. You didn't know what Big Bird was. And
Yeah.
You since learned. So a few weekends ago here in Phoenix, the WNBA All-Stars. This story is Will Smith adjacent, by the way. The WNBA All-Stars were in town, and so that was a big deal. A lot of tourism came into town. Well, on the Saturday night of the event, I went to the casino, and I decided that I was hungry and I was going to go to the food court. They have a couple options. There's a fat burger and there's a pizza place. So I went up to the counter. Okay, so sorry. Let me
better have
first
a
say.
good fucking
We want to thank
payout.
you for joining us on 1, 2, 3 jokes.
Now, Rick, you're not the director, but Jeremy, let's
All right.
finish
I
big
don't
here.
give a shit whether you had fat burger or Chipotle. Get to the fucking point.
Okay, so I'm planning to use my player's card to pay for my meal, okay? Because you like get points and stuff like that. So I'm playing a machine. I get hungry. I cash out. I go up to the counter. As I approach the food court, there's 2 entrances. One of them, there's
By the fat burger.
Yeah, one of them by the fat burger
That's
is
definitely memorable.
a group of men, maybe 6 or 7 men, all appearing to be in their 50s, kind of in a spread out huddle, I guess you could say. And they're all black men. And so I'm like, well, I don't want to be rude. I don't want to like go through this crowd of guys, right? So they seem to be kind of like spread out, like
You cross the street.
owning the space. Yeah. So I went to the other entrance, and then I went,
By the Chipotle.
to the counter. I ordered my food, and I realized, I left my card in one of the machines because I'm going to use that card to pay for my food. So I'm like, I'll be right back. And so I decide to run back to the machine, but I'm going to take the shortest route, which is through this group of guys.
Why is every story surrounding Jeremy ordering food a fucking nightmare? Every time.
So I kind of am in a jogging pace, and I kind of get through. I'm like, excuse me, guys, excuse me. And I get through, and then I go to the machine, I pull my card out, and then I come back, and I go through again, and I go, oh, excuse me, guys, excuse me. And I look to my right, and I recognize somebody, and then I get to the counter, and I pay for my food, and I go, is that Martin Lawrence? And he's like, yeah, like he's surrounded by security. I'm surprised he didn't get tackled to the ground.
What does
we
that
wanna-
have to
well,
do with
damn,
the
Gina.
WNBA? Why did
We
you
want to
have-
thank you for listening.
Well, they were in
Rick,
town.
I
to our
have
show.
to understand.
It was
What-
celebrity. The celebrities were in town for the WNBA. That's why.
It just is so irrelevant to the story.
Otherwise, you would have been like, why was Martin Lawrence in town?
Well, then you tell me.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening.
Now,
thank
we
you
want to
for
thank you
listening.
for listening and watching.
Listeners, thank you so much
Yeah.
for listening, watching, wherever you listen to us. Rick, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, can we thank you guys for listening and watching? And how can you support us, listeners? Think about it. Just take a moment, think about it, and Robert will give you the answer.
Well, aside from writing your congressperson, you can go to Patreon, and just $3 a month will get you access to our entire back catalog of episodes, as well as bonus content, episodes such as ones that I haven't looked at yet. But they're there, they're funny, check them out.
How about
if you
last-
can't do hold on, Carly. If you can't do that, then you can at least like, share, subscribe. All that stuff really helps us out. So wherever you listen, wherever you watch, please do that.
But I was going to say, if you're on Patreon, you could find the episode where Jeremy told that Big Bird story before, and you can let us know.
Let us know what number it was.
Yeah.
And if you cried both times or not.
And before we sign out, Sarah, is there anything you'd like to promote? Any social media or upcoming performances or anything?
Oh gosh, I'm just gonna be starring in a proof of concept film, Medusa Jones, in about a month, and I think that's going to be sent out to be funded in a few months. So
Shopped around, right?
yes, but other than that, no. I mean, my username is just Sarah Smeh for everything. So
Oh, okay. What's the film about, Medusa Jones?
well, it's about an Indian tech heiress, and she's emigrated to the United States with her parents, and she's kind of a spoiled girl, and she's kind of navigating being very wealthy, and then also her culture, and trying to fit in with the American cultures while also maintaining her Indian heritage.
Does she have a white female best friend who's significantly older than her?
Because I think
hasn't
Jeremy
been
would be
cast yet.
perfect for that.
I could do that.
But the thing of the story is she's very irresponsible, and she gets herself in a bit of trouble, and she meets this homeless woman who she ends up
Who's a little bit older and white?
Yeah. She doesn't hoard because she's homeless.
They develop mutual friendship, and she begins to see where she can be more empathetic and kind and understanding to other people, and realize that life isn't just about partying and all money, but she really gets to really honor her own values and her Indian heritage, and bring them into practical use in an American setting.
There you have it.
You guys want to fund a movie? Well, 1, 2, 3 Jokes production.
Wait, you need money though, right?
Yes.
Oh, you do?
Yes, we do need
I
money.
can't do that.
Join our Patreon, folks. Help us fund this movie.
God.
All right. Well, till then, I'm Jeremy Martinez.
I'm Ricardo Leone.
I am Bob Timmons.
I'm Carly Kastner.
And I am Sarah Smeh.
This has been another episode of 1, 2, 3 Jokes.
Okay, we all need to start saying our names like that. That was great.
Me.
Me.
And I'm me.